Alright, welcome back everybody, this is Adolph Gaming, and we're going to be going on to the next episode. We just finished up Neverland, and I thought, you know what, since all three of the cups are open right now, we might as well knock them all out because there's some useful stuff, but we'll do them in order, one at a time. I'm going to try to squeeze all three into one video, and we're going to see how this works out. So first up, we've got the Fill Cup. This is actually a very easy cup. It features mostly early game enemies. The character who gets the final kill gets to do a little celebration dance at the end, which is kind of cool. Prioritizing healing enemies over any other kind of Donald and Goofy, for the most part, waste all their energy very quickly.
Nothing to it.
You'll notice after the enemies die, it takes them a quick second for it to get to the end screen annotation. What's actually kind of interesting is back in the old days, before the 1.5, 2.5, and all of that, it used to take like a good solid 10 to 15 seconds after each fight to experience the next fight.
Not bad, huh?
Hey, Red. I could do a little bio on each one of the types that we face off against. Anyway, large body and 5 Powerwilds. We had Powerwilds when we were back in the deep jungle biome. If you attack these guys while they're sleeping, they're actually hit point range, so it's really easy to take them out very quickly. Powerwilds are pretty simple, just fast-acting enemies. You've done a lot. Yeah, I actually have done quite a bit. If you look at Donald and Goofy's like HP and MP bar, you can see there's been a lot of progress. I conquered several of the worlds. Actually, we're getting close to the end game of the main storyline. But before we actually finished up with that stuff, look, I can knock those guys out before I hit. That's so nasty. That was an easy hit. Before we actually took on the end game of the storyline, I really wanted to get the Colosseum done. So anyway, like I was saying, Red, there's 3 tournaments that we're going to tackle really quick. I'm going to try to fit it all into one YouTube video, so we'll see how it goes. Green enemies heal enemies, so you want to take those out first thing. The Fill Cup will go by really quickly because all the enemies are set to low stage when you first unlock the tournament, so they're really easy. I'll tell you about each of the enemies, Red. Let's see, so we've got the Powerwilds again, but this time we've got the enemy armor. That was one of the first boss fights in the game. It's missing its torso right now, otherwise it'd be easier to recognize. They're really not all that bad, especially since we're at the late end of the game when my stats are really high, so they die super easy. The first tournament's gonna go by in like just a couple minutes kind of thing. There's only 10 rounds, I think. So, we got a bunch of weak wizard type enemies. I forget their exact names, but basically the element dictates how they react. Need to switch out spells to be more effective. Alright, so that was the Fill Cup, really super easy. I forget what we actually unlocked for doing
We're the champs!
other than unlocking the next game mode, but that was one trophy out of the way. Are the stars. We got a gravity spell upgrade. I guess I can show you around the spells that we've unlocked. I don't think we need to leave in order to activate the next next tournament. I think they're all pretty straightforward, so that's one down. The biggest downside to playing around in the tournaments is you don't get any item drops, and you don't get any cash for doing it. The Pegasus Cup is the next round. It's a little harder, not really too bad. They changed the arena feel, so it's kind of neat. I believe there's 10 rounds to this one also. Front row center, we've got the Agrabah soldier. I forget what his name is also. We've got these flying guys and search ghosts. Again, not too difficult, but more annoying than anything. Okay, yeah, it's been a while since you've actually gotten to see a lot of the gameplay. So in the Colosseum, we're not actually allowed to use summons, so I won't be able to show that to you, but I'll be able to show it to you sometime in one of the future videos. It's not too bad. For magic, I'll give you an idea of what Thunder got upgraded to. There's a nice big sword. We've got Arrow, which allows us to do a little defense barrier, and a cure spell that I believe the cure has been upgraded, the wind one hasn't though. The wind one basically gives a defensive boost, and it also gives a slight counter in damage to enemies. The red guy in front of us is a fat belly reskin with some new abilities, particularly flamethrower stuff. He's not really too difficult either, and we're just gonna knock them out of the way real quick. There's a pot spider from Agrabah. I'm having lag, I'll be back. Okay, see you in a second, dude. Maybe it's on my end. I hope it's not on my end.
Deep freeze! Thunder! Force!
Fixed it, good. Oh, not mine. So, we learned stop magic. I hope that doesn't look very as shit. I might have to restart the stream or something.
Take that!
Actually, I might want to reserve some of my
Nothing
MP
to
for
it.
the invite. For this round, we have Black Fungus. These guys are actually more annoying than any of the other fungi because they have this nasty habit of doing that poison crap. And then they also become invincible with a stone like that, so you have to literally wait for them to stop being stone, which is super annoying. So we're going to try, as soon as they lose the stone attribute, we're going to try a gravity spell to do some damage. Oh shit, battery died. So, let's see. A lot of new magic. Yeah, and all of the magic has, I believe, 3 upgrades, so you got like Cure, Curega, or something like that. So, we're working on getting a few of the spells. There's still some at the end game that we have to get, but we've got a good chunk of all of them. And as far as summoning goes, I can't actually use that in the arena sense, so I can't really touch it. Fire works absolutely excellent on these type of enemies, so long as it hits. It just blows them right up. As far as the summoning goes, basically Donald and Goofy take a backseat and disappear on screen, and a guest character gets to join us for like a very small limited amount of time and wreak havoc on the field. And they all have different attributes depending on what they use. I've never really used the summons too much in this game, but I know in Kingdom Hearts 2.5, the summons did a big overhaul of the leveling system, and it's actually really cool. These guys are going down with no difficulty. I love it. These guys' weakness is completely from the backside, so you gotta be really careful. The nice thing is you can still get EXP while in the Colosseum, so this is actually like a super awesome place to level way later in the game. Now we have a Leon and Yuffie fight. How cool is that, man?
It's over!
Defense!
Defense boost. Whichever one of these guys goes down first, it provides a attack bonus, I believe, for the other one. Now with Yuffie, her abilities, like those shurikens, can get thrown back at her, and especially since the defense barrier is out, it's really easy to waylay on her. She's also capable of casting Cure, so it's really annoying, and you want to get her out as soon as possible. But I think really only in power up if she's down. I could be wrong. Right now, I'm just trying to spam him to keep him off guard because he can be really annoying. And here he's using his ultimate ability, where he basically super powers up that sword and it becomes a big hassle. Luckily, though, we're so overpowered right now that he's not going to be able to do anything.
No way.
So, 600 easy XP. Each individual tournament has a bonus. There is one more tournament after this that we haven't unlocked yet. It's called the Hades Cup, and instead of it being 10 rounds, it's actually 100 rounds with a whole bunch of enemies. Once you beat a tournament, you can go back through and you can either do a time trial where you have to beat it very quickly, or you can do a single man run where you don't have Donald and Goofy to back you up and you have to do it all yourself. Now, you get bonus stuff like specially high-end equipment and everything if you can manage that. And for doing that tournament, we learned Strike Raid, which is actually a super awesome attack, but we don't have any AP to equip it, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Gift. God, I need way more AP. MP Gift is like a super sweet recycle that Goofy can basically give Donald an extra chunk of MP, and it's super useful. So we got an ability that time for doing that one. I'll probably come by, not as a YouTube recording, but still streaming. I'll probably stream all of the tournaments, playing the solo mode and the time trial mode by myself, but I'll stream it, so that'll be kind of fun. The Hades tournament, I don't remember if it's more than 10 rounds or not, but it's a little longer, more boss fights, and it's just a lot of fun. The Pegasus tournament is by far the funnest though, and it has a lot of high-end characters. Another big bonus, once you've unlocked all of these, or beaten all of the tournaments, you unlock special boss fights with a lot of super awesome characters, and it can be really challenging if you don't know the strategies. These guys we met in Halloween Town because we went to go hang out with Jack Skellington. If you missed that red, you can always check it out on YouTube or any of the videos cataloged in here. It was a pretty short level. These gold mummies are knights, and we fought them in Halloween Town too. These guys were from the flying ones were from Captain Hook's ship when we went to Neverland also.
Take that.
So, not too bad. The Keyblade we currently have equipped is from Neverland also. It's not actually my favorite, but it comes with a lot of boosted stats. These pirates and this floating pirate ship also gave.
Deep freeze.
It's gonna be dead by the time I get to use it.
Force.
Gravity lowers enemies, sticks them into the ground, does a high amount of damage. I think the damage is based upon a percentage. As far as the game itself, I've asked this before. How beat game? Like, how do we win the total game? Oh yeah, that's no problem. Like, the main goal was getting back Kyrie right now, and we haven't gotten a chance to get her back. We found her in the previous episode, but Riku had actually kidnapped her, and he's a little bit pissed off at Sora for not being more, like, on Riku's side. So Riku is kind of joined the dark side, and he's gone, like, totally bad. This dude is really stupid. He shouldn't even be in the tournament. We're going to give him one smack and leave him alone, because he's going to despawn himself immediately. He's actually a special type of Heartless that we deal with outside the Colosseum, and he's used to get special materials, but he's got a very tricky effect to get that to happen. Now we get to fight Cloud, but this time he's way stronger.
That's the best you can do?
Let's go!
That's the best you can do?
This is it!
This is a lot trickier.
Take that!
He is gonna power up here in a minute, so I really get him down quick enough that he doesn't get a chance to do his power up.
Farewell.
But he's about to. So we went Super Saiyan. And now he's down. Kyrie right now has lost her heart, so she's kind of in like a coma, and she doesn't really react. So she's kind of being held hostage by Maleficent and the Heartless and Riku. And Riku is working on trying to find out a way to get her heart back, but he's been giving himself into the darkness and becoming closer to the Heartless. Technically, Riku found her, and he just kind of dangled her out in front of us to gloat about the fact that he found her. Yeah, she lost her heart. So she's not a Heartless, but she's just kind of in a dazed coma right this second.
Come on!
Also learned some new abilities, like the ability to do double jump or high jump was from the Monstro level with Pinocchio. And then in the same area that we got this Keyblade in Neverland, we also unlocked the ability to use Glide outside of Neverland. And while in Neverland, we're able to actually fly around. See, I don't know, they kind of... If you want the actual reason why Kyrie isn't a Heartless, but she lost her heart, is actually because, and it doesn't really say this too much in-game, so I don't think I'm ruining any lore, but basically what happened when we were on Destiny Island way back in the beginning of the game, the reason the Keyblade fell into our hands was because while we were on the island, Kyrie kind of inadvertently gave up her heart and gave it to Sora, and that's kind of why we have the Keyblade in a way, and that's basically how she's heartless. So now we get to face Hercules for the ending match, and I believe it's just one-on-one fighting, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. So I gotta watch what I'm doing.
Win!
Okay, so there's a special way on how to beat him.
Hey, you up yet?
This is gonna screw me up so bad. I need to turn off this ability, but I can't.
This is it!
And I need to turn off that ability. Shit, this is gonna be really hard. God, I'm not gonna have to do this.
Hey, you up yet?
There we go. So the trick with Hercules
Let's go! This is it!
is to actually, he's basically invincible God mode while he's got that yellow outline behind him. So in order to take it off of him, we have to hit him with one of the barrels. Now normally this wouldn't be this hard, but if I'm targeting him, well, I can do that combo, which ruins it. Or I can aim this really shitty.
Heal!
Hey, you up yet?
Damn it, he's too invincible.
This is it!
Hey, you
Damn
up yet?
it. I should have turned off these abilities before we did this. So the name of the game is basically hitting him with a barrel, but I keep destroying barrels in it.
Hey,
Take
you up
that!
yet?
Take that!
Hey, you up yet?
Oh my god, this is more annoying than anything.
Hey, you up yet?
Ha! This is it!
I have like a 1 in 3 chance. There we go. Get him.
Take that! Ha! This is it! Ha! Come on!
Got him.
Nothing to it!
I believe that was the Hercules tournament.
We're the champs!
Nice. We managed to get it all done. That's awesome. And we did it very quickly, too. I have to look up which ones we actually need to solo and time trial, though, to get the rewards. Herc Shield. So we unlock that just by completing it, and that's a
I didn't even hold back!
Now I finally know what you mean about strength of heart. Mine comes from Donald and Goofy.
Come again?
If we stick
In a way.
together, we're unbeatable. Not even Hercules stands a chance. With these guys beside me, I'm ready for anything.
But that's not exactly what...
Of course. Your friends give you strength. Isn't that right, Phil? The three of you together make great heroes. And as a team, I'm sure you can overcome anything.
So we unlocked a new Keyblade as well. We also unlocked the Yellow Trinity. Now, Yellow Trinities, there's only 4 of them in the entire game, and they're not hard to come by. The first one is here in Olympus. Or the Colosseum, I should say. Okay, so we officially sealed the keyhole here. I don't know if there's anything outside. We'll exit through the front door, though. Because I might as well show something off really quick while we're doing this video. So we've got the 3 tournament flyers on the wall over here. If you examine it, you get to see what to look for in every ranking. And you can also see your own personal ranking to see where you stand on the list and where you've completed it. So all of these have been 10 rounds. There's one more tournament, but it's going to be really near the very, very, very end of the game that we actually get to see what that is. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to warp drive back to Traverse Town. The Yellow Trinity was to seal the keyhole. I'm going to go to Merlin's study really quick because there's a couple things for us to do here. The Yellow Trinity basically is just to move objects around you. There's only about 4 of these symbols total, so here's number 2. So we're going to do just a tiny bit of cleanup. Let's see if I can actually do this right. Yay! That's an AP up, which is very, very, very useful. There's a hidden chest back here that you have to glide over to. Just some new Dalmatians. I don't think there's anything in Traverse Town that we need to really worry about, so... I'm gonna use that AP up on Sora. Let's see if we only have 1. We don't have enough for anything. I'd really like to equip that, though. So these are all attack abilities, but they're really expensive, so we won't be using them a lot all the time. Later on in the end game, I will, though, just because they're really fun. They're a little bit useless, but they're fun. Let's see. Where else is there a Yellow Trinity? gonna try to knock out all of the yellow trinities in one quick run.
Come on! Take that! Take that!
So we get basically a treasure room. Dark matter, very useful. We got a wind upgrade, which is what I've been waiting for. More Dalmatians. I'm pretty sure that's all we can actually accomplish here. What do you need to seal keyhole by unknown? Okay, so the reason is, since you haven't been able to see the storyline, I'll explain it really quick. Basically, the Heartless want to invade every world, and in order to snuff it out and claim the world for darkness and everything like that, the Heartless have to use the keyhole to basically get to the heart of the world. We seal the keyhole so that they can't have access to it. Doesn't mean they can't hang out in the world anymore, but it does mean that they have a harder time actually getting around. Let's see, we're gonna go Alice. Queen's Castle. And now, ironically, we can just jump up here and get the treasure chests from before, but we already got them all and struggled to get them all. Picking up the money because we're going to need it later on. There's a trophy for half 10,000 money at one time. Zero. I'll kick your butt.
See ya! Deep freeze!
We weren't able to get this chest, period, before we had Glide. Or Chalcum. Let's see. And then we're up on a higher level to be able to get this. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, dude. Pups. Almost got them all. Pretty sure we'll have them all by the time we get to the end of the next section. So I believe that's everything for here. Okay, next stop is... I don't want to go through this again, do I?
Come on!
Anyway, I'm gonna work up on some cleanup of all the other stuff we've missed, and I'm gonna probably just do that here to save a little time. So, thanks you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.